Hello friends, welcome once again. I am your teacher Atul sir, and today in standard 7 science we are going to start lesson number 2. The name of the lesson is nutrition in animals. Nutrition in animals. Actually this lesson is the extended part of lesson number 1. In our lesson number 1 we have learned about the nutrition in plants, and in this we are going to understand the nutrition in animals. So let's begin the lesson. Nutrition in animals. First of all, we have to understand what is meant by nutrition. The process of taking food and its utilization by body is known as nutrition. Right? So, as you know that we eat different kinds of food. So, we eat solid food. That is called holozoic mode of nutrition. So, this is the new word for you. Holozoic mode of nutrition. The nutrition in which animals which take solid form of food is known as holozoic mode of nutrition. Holozoic mode of nutrition. So this holozoic mode of nutrition is nothing but taking a solid food and eating it is known as holozoic mode of nutrition. So here we are going to understand that the holozoic mode of nutrition. The holozoic mode of nutrition is nothing but eating solid food. Eating solid food is known as holozoic mode of nutrition. There are some steps involved in the nutrition of animals. So these steps are one of the important part of this lesson. There are 5 steps. Number 1, ingestion. Number 1 is ingestion. Ingestion, the word itself is saying that what is the meaning of this word? Ingestion means taking food into mouth. Taking food into mouth. Students, as you know that while taking our meal, lunch or dinner, we use our hands to put food into our mouth. Then we chew it and then it goes to the stomach through the esophagus. So, the ingestion means taking food in. There are different kinds of animals on our earth. Each and every animal has their own way of taking food. For example, mosquitoes, butterfly, honeybee, if you look at them, they do not have teeth. Then how do they obtain their food? So instead of food, they are having a long tube-like structure which is called proboscis. With the help of hollow tube, they suck the food from the body or from the plant or from the nectar of the plant. Right. So this is known as digestion, that is ingestion of food. The second process of nutrition in animals is called digestion. After taking food into the mouth, the food is reaching to the stomach, and here the complex material, the complex molecules are converted into simpler form that can be absorbed by the blood, which is called digestion. So, digestion means conversion of complex food into simpler form that can be absorbed by the blood to transfer into the cells. The third step, digestion. Digestion is done by the digestive system. Digestion is done by the digestive system. In the next part of this lesson, we are going to understand in detail the digestion system, digestive system. The third step is absorption. See, ingestion taken place. After the ingestion, the food get digested. Now, after the digestion, that food must be absorbed. So, the next step is absorption. Digested nutrients taken to all parts. Digested nutrients taken to all parts is called absorption. And after the absorption, there is a next step which is called assimilation. Dear students, we are going to learn many new words in this lesson. So, you should concentrate on each and every word of this lesson. So, assimilation. Assimilation is using absorbed food to produce energy. The energy in our body is produced due to the process called assimilation. And last process is known as ingestion. As we know that whatever the food we take, this food is not 100% digested by our body. So some of the waste material which is not digested is called waste material. That waste material, it should be removed from our body, and that process is called digestion. So process of removing food by anus is called digestion. So we have learnt about the 5 basic steps involved in the nutrition of animal. What is first one is ingestion, second one is digestion, third one is absorption, fourth one is assimilation, and fifth one is digestion. Right? So you can pause the video and you can see and understand the meaning of each and every important word of this lesson. So try to understand. You can pause it and see the. So 5 basic steps, that is ingestion. What is first one? Ingestion. Second one, digestion. What is second one? Digestion. Third one is absorption. Fourth one is assimilation. Fifth one is digestion. Now we will go toward the next and important part of this lesson, that is human digestive system. What we are going to see, please pay attention and make it zoom. You can zoom it so you can understand and each and every part of the lesson. So what is this? Look at this. This is the human digestive system. Human digestive system. Actually this system is not at all new for us. Why? Because we have been learning it right from our standard third. But in every year we are getting some little bit more and depth of the knowledge. So this year, this chapter, this system is giving us very important knowledge which is essential for up to 12th standard. Right? And if you want to remain healthy, you will understand and you have to concentrate on this particular digestive system. So, digestive system, it starts from the mouth, right? As soon as you start chewing, your digestive system will start working. So, look at this mouth. What are the parts of digestive system? There are so many parts of digestive system. So many glands are there. Associated glands, they are known as associated glands and digestive system. Right? So, we will understand digestive system and each and every organ of digestive system in detail. First of all, we will start with the mouth. Mouth. Do you know, mouth is one of the important part. It is actually entry gate of our body which allows anything into our body by the process of chewing. Right? So, as soon as you start chewing food, the food is converted into small particles which is called mastification. Saliva mixes with that saliva which is produced by salivary glands. There are so many glands. Salivary glands is present under the tongue which is producing enzyme called amylase. This amylase helps to convert starch into sugar. So that's the reason if you try this example or experiment at home, take a piece of bhakri, chapati or bread and chew it for 5 to 7 minutes. You will be feeling that the taste of the chapati, bhakri or bread is converting into sweet. So this is because of amylase enzyme. This amylase is converting starch into sugar. And then the food particles are going and reaching to the stomach. The part between mouth to the stomach is a small narrow tube which is called esophagus. In our previous lower classes we have learned it is called a food pipe. There are so many names. Esophagus or gullet is also one of the name. So esophagus, through the esophagus the chewed food is reached to the stomach. Now here is one of the important process takes place. The passage of food material from the passage of food material from mouth to the stomach is done by the esophagus, and this is a special movement. The muscles of the esophagus, they do the special kind of movement which is known as peristalsis, which is known as peristalsis. The process by which the food particles move through the food pipe to the stomach is known as peristalsis. Now look at this. After this peristalsis process, the food is reached to the stomach. Now stomach, it is one of the important and what we can say the widest part of our alimentary canal. Stomach is widest part of alimentary canal. Here in stomach, the protein get digested. Protein get digested into the stomach, and here partial digestion process takes place. In stomach, HCl acid is produced. Which acid? HCl. This is very important. This HCl acid is useful to kill the bacteria. As you know that along with the food, many kinds of bacteria, germs, they enter into our mouth, and through the mouth along with the food they goes to the stomach. Here this HCl acid is killing those bacteria. So HCl acid is nothing but dangerous acid. You must be thinking that then what about our stomach? There is any harm to our stomach? No, not at all, because our body is a unique system. So when HCl is produced in our stomach, at the same time the mucus is also produced. Mucus layer. The mucus layer is produced around the stomach wall, and this mucus layer is actually protecting our stomach cells or stomach wall by through the HCl. It is protecting our internal part by making a layer. Right. Now this HCl is used to kill bacteria. Then the protein get digested into the stomach. Stomach is a bag-like structure which is the widest part of our digestive system. Now after this, look at the left side or opposite of the stomach. You will see that the reddish brown largest gland, which is known as liver. Liver is the largest gland of our body. Largest internal gland is liver. Now liver is very important part of our digestive system because it is producing bile juice. There is a small bag-like structure called gallbladder which store 60 ml of bile juice. Right. So liver is reddish brown in color, which is largest gland of our body. Now look at this. Below the stomach, exactly below the stomach, you will see that pancreas. What is this organ? This organ is called pancreas. Pancreas is producing pancreatic juice, which is very important. Insulin is produced here. This insulin is used to control the glucose, that is nothing but sugar level in our body. So this pancreas is below the stomach and which is having pancreatic duct. Through the pancreatic duct, the pancreatic juice, and through the bile duct, these digestive enzymes are reaching to the small intestine. These digestive enzymes are reaching to the small intestine. Later on, we will discuss about the each and every part of our small intestine as well as large intestine. Now, you have to understand pancreas, they are converting carbs, means carbohydrate into sugar, fats into fatty acids, or we can say that glycerol, proteins into amino acid. So these pancreatic juices, they are doing very essential work, because whatever the complex food molecules are there, these complex food molecules get converted into simpler form that can be absorbed by the blood. So carbohydrate get converted into sugar, fats get converted into glycerol, and proteins are converted into amino acid. Then the food enters into the small intestine. Dear students, the small intestine is nothing but actually 7.5 meter long. Do you believe that in such a small space, there are intestine which having length 7.5 meter long? Then why they are called small intestine? They must call as a long intestine, but actually their mouth part, actually their width is small. That's the reason the name has been assigned as a small intestine. The small intestine is 7.5 meter long. Here the digestion process completed. The digestion process completed in the small intestine. The digestion process completed in the small intestine. Now, small intestine is playing important role for the absorption of food. Look at this. Inside the small intestine, there are small finger-like projections. They are called villi. In singular, it is called villus. Now, these villi, they are having hair-like structure. These hair-like structures are nothing but they are actually increasing the surface of absorption area. The surface of absorption area. So, maximum absorption can be done in the small intestine with the help of these villi. So, the small intestine actually has 7.5 meter long. Later on we will understand in detail. Now, after the digestion process completed, as we have learned, the digestion process completed in the small intestine, then what about the extra water and undigested food? Extra water and undigested food in our body is sent to the large intestine. It is sent to the large intestine. Now, large intestine is 1.5 meter long. Large intestine is 1.5 meter long. The length of large intestine is 1.5 meter. The size of this large intestine, it is larger than or wider than small intestine. So that's the reason it is called large intestine. Here in large intestine, the extra water and undigested food is absorbed. Slowly, this absorbed food is sent towards the rectum, and through the rectum, it is sent to the anus. And every day in the morning, through the anus, the small intestine, this large intestine is used to store waste material through the rectum and finally through the anus. The waste material is ejected, expelled, removed from our body. So, we have learnt about the human digestive system. Once again, we will do a recap in a short manner. You can zoom it to understand the journey of food in our body through the alimentary canal. Now look at the first part is mouth. In our mouth, the important part done by the teeth. There are 4 kinds of teeth in our body: incisors, canine, premolars and molars. So the main role of this food, these teeth are nothing but to convert and to masticate that hard food material into a soft bolus that can be sent to the esophagus. Now look at this. This food material is going through the esophagus by the process called peristalsis. Then the food enters to the stomach. Here the food stays for at least 3 to 4 hours. Yes, the food remains there for 3 to 4 hours. Then HCl is produced and gastric juices are produced, which are helping to digest protein partially, and then the HCl is used to kill microorganisms or germs or bacteria which are entering in our mouth along with the food. Then the liver is there, which is reddish brown in color, largest gland. Then food is there in the first part, duodenum of the small intestine. Here between the small intestine and stomach, there is one more organ which is called pancreas. Pancreatic juice is produced. In that, insulin is there, which is help to convert sugar and to control the sugar. Then carbs converted into sugar, fats into glycerol, protein into amino acid. Then the large intestine, then rectum and anus. So I hope you have understood this human digestive system. So today we have learned the first part of our lesson number 2, nutrition in animals. In that there are 5 steps, that is ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and digestion. These all things are known as holozoic mode of nutrition. Holozoic mode of nutrition is nothing but food is taken in the solid form. The food is taken in the solid form is called holozoic mode of nutrition. read lesson number 2, underline all the hard words of this lesson, try to draw all the important diagrams of this lesson, and today's homework of this topic is that you will go for the exercise, and in next period we will be understanding the importance of digestion and rest part of the lesson, right? Till then, take care, goodbye, stay at home. You know?